Thank you, Madam President. First of all, let me just compliment my friend from Arkansas on the great remarks. People are not aware of the threats that we're facing in this country, and we want to join him in encouraging the new administration to understand and address these threats. But, Madam Chair, since last week, there have been over 20,000 members of the National Guard stationed here at the Capitol. They're here and have been here and are still here to keep us safe, keep the members safe, senators safe, staff, press, all of us. We see some people speculating that maybe this was overkill. Maybe we didn't really need this many people here. And they're wrong, because this is a nice, successful inauguration, a successful, peaceful transfer of power because they were there. And I made that very clear to the ones I've been talking to in the field in the last 3 days. I know firsthand that they're really outstanding professionals, these guards. We have about 400 guard here from the Oklahoma National Guard. I visited with them, I guess it was on Wednesday, in 5 different groups. I went around and talked to them because they weren't all in the same location. And we thanked them for their service and the sacrifices they're making. Long hours. These guys are having long hours that they have to be, and they're the best of the best. And many I saw did the deployments in Afghanistan. When I was talking to them, they would remember, say, well, Senator Inhofe, I remember when we were together in Afghanistan, we were together in Ukraine. These guys, that was 10 years ago, and they're still on the job working. And I don't know what we could have done without them. So, in fact, I asked several of them, how many of you in this group from Oklahoma in the Guard have never been to Washington before, that this is your first trip? More than half of them had never been to Washington before. So that was a great opportunity for them too. But I'm really humbled and grateful for what they're doing for us, and I'm sure all of our colleagues are. And that's why I was so shocked and really angry last night, and I picked it up on TV. I didn't know anything about it. When I heard that the Guard were being made to feel like they were unwelcome by some person in the Capitol Police. And they were to take their rest breaks someplace else and actually sent to the parking garage of all places. Our Guard members are being lodged in hotels, and they're working shifts, 12 shifts a day, long shifts on their feet, so they need to have rest breaks. They need to do the things, and they can't do that lie on in the Senate garage. So they have 2 hours on and 1 hour off, plus time for eating and that type of thing. We can all agree that they should be comfortable on their breaks, a place to sit and lie down, eat, and charge their batteries, and things they have to do, talk to their families on home. That's what they're supposed to be doing, and that's precisely where they were. They're using the buildings here in the Capitol before they're made to feel unwelcome and pushed to the garage. But now that I understand, and I'm glad that they're moved back in and they're now well taken care of. And that's a good thing. But they should never have had to go through this in the first place. So what we did, you have to find out, you get to the bottom of it, and that's what we're doing now. We're getting answers. I called the acting chief of the Capitol Police this morning. I called the General McConville. General McConville is the chief of the staff of the Army, and they're all working to find out how this happened. The acting chief, Pittman, says the Guard were never asked to leave yesterday. Now, I know that she believed that, but multiple members of the military said, no, they were told to leave. So we know one thing, that whether it was confusion from the fog and the friction of the environment or whatever it was, the troops didn't move on their own. So they were asked by somebody. This isn't a blame game. I don't want to, but I do want to know what happened to make sure it doesn't happen again. So this is what happened. There was one uniformed police officer who issued an order without authority or without going through the chain of command. And I'm glad that the U.S. Capitol Police and the Guard are talking and trying to figure this out. We are going to be able to identify who that person was. We will make that publicly. But ultimately, one message for our National Guard up here. You are appreciated. You are welcome. We are very, very grateful for the sacrifices that you made. And if you're ever told at any point that you need to vacate and don't have a comfortable place, just go to Russell 205 and I'll make sure that you'll be very comfortable in my office. And I know that there's a bipartisan outrage about this, so I think you'll have plenty of places to rest. You've done a great job. You'll be returning home soon, and you'll be able to say, job well done. Thank you, Mr.